So, a few days back, I was talking to God, and the topic was about identity. What happened is that I was being accused of the things that I had no idea about, and I was being painted as an evil person. That kind of affected even me, that caused me to doubt myself and all those things. So, and yes, in the Bible, God says that we are His sheep, but and then there are wolves. So I was being painted as a wolf by people, but I had completely forgotten that. So what do? We link being a sheep with being innocent, right? So God told me that, but you are a sheep, and even if they paint you as if you are a wolf, you are a sheep, and that's nothing is gonna change that. Especially in those situations, it's very, very, tempting to be afraid. It's tempting to be afraid, and so I asked God, like, so what's going on? And see how Jesus was so aware of this. He is so aware of this that He warned us even 2000 years ago that there are going to be people who will be wolves in sheep's clothing. And yeah, because they portray themselves as innocent even if they are wolves inside, and they accuse the sheep of being a wolf. That causes a lot of identity confusion. um, so that's a really scary situation to be in for a sheep. I asked God, like, so you know that I am a sheep, and you know that I am surrounded by wolves, then how can you expect me to not be afraid? How do you command me to not be scared? Then God answered me that it's because you have a lion with you. You have the lion with you. And that opened my eyes. Of course, it's not like all my fears are gone, but that did help me see the situation. Because when I was being all discouraged, thinking that, oh, I am a sheep and I'm surrounded by wolves, I was thinking that I am required to face these wolves with my own strength. And a sheep, what is a sheep in front of wolves? They will tear that sheep apart, like tear that sheep down. So of course that is a scary place for a sheep to be. But we are not the kind of sheep who are like on their own and just the wolves are in control. We have a shepherd, God Himself, and we have the Lion of Judah with us. And what is a gang of wolves in front of a lion? The lion will overpower everybody. Although, yes, there are. I did see a video where the wolves were attacking the lion, but that's a physical lion. We have this spiritual lion who is just the Almighty, and no wolf, nobody is more powerful than He is. It really helped me to acknowledge my weakness, because I was frustrated. Like, God, do you see the amount of damage that is happening? And how, like, I was beating myself up thinking that why do I feel scared? And I was also frustrated with God that how can you expect me to not be scared in a situation like that? So I acknowledge that I am weak. I am, let's say, the wolves are, they can be, sometimes they can be people, sometimes they can be situations, and they are more powerful than we are. And it's not that we should feel defeated thinking about it, because we have a reason. We have the lion who is more powerful than the wolf, and we can count on him. Okay, so of course, like, I would spin. Then then I started questioning, okay, so you are a lion and you are more powerful than everybody else, and how do I trust you? Because you can tear me down too. And then I should be more scared of you. But God told me that, but what if that lion is ready to even die for you? And what if that lion already gave his life for you? and rose from the dead, by the way, which he did on the cross. I am, the one that I should be scared of the most, and the one that has reasons. I think I have shared this in some other video, or maybe in an Instagram video, that the one who had the right to tear me apart, he's the one who took care of me, and hope that helped you see the triangle that is happening. You being a sheep of the shepherd, he being by your side, and the wolves. That the power dynamic, that if it were just sheep versus wolf, I mean, we are dead. But the wolf are the ones who are actually in danger, because then they are trying to fight with the shepherd, the lion, who can tear them down and has promised that he will not tear us down. So we are safe. Identity confusion that was going on happening. So God said that you are a sheep. I said that, God, I can defend myself, I can explain myself, and I can prove my side of the story. So yeah, how is this fair? How is this okay? How am I supposed to be okay? And he told me that you are a sheep and you are who you are, regardless of how people choose to describe you. A sheep can never be a wolf, and a wolf can never be a sheep, even though they are painted as different than who they really are. And the lion is in control of both of them, so don't worry. Okay, another example of it would be, let's say, this roof. So let's say I am fighting with someone who is like way bigger than I am. Let's say I am this big and that person is as big as I am. I will be terrified, and that person could can just squeeze me in his hands. But we are both under the roof. The same way, even though our enemies, our problems can sometimes be, I think it's a very common example of our faith. But I just saw it, I experienced it, like something, having something in our head, and when God opens our eyes to see it, it's just completely different. So yes, like how he's just sovereign over all our situations, and especially not especially but equally over our enemies and our problems. So yeah, and of course, like, you would have already read this, heard this about the power of God, and I had too, but it wasn't until he actually showed me his power. So I hope and I pray that you will experience the same, that, or ask him that, God, help me see how powerful you are. Help me see how sovereign you are over my life. And he will show you, because we need that for our faith to be strengthened sometimes. And he did show it to me. And he also says that don't be afraid so many times in the Bible. And he says that be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. It's great that, and I hear that from God, but then what I actually hear is just don't be afraid. But I don't really give attention to the fact that he says that for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So I go and I minimize my suffering. I beat myself up saying that what is wrong with me. I judge myself saying that, okay, God told me not to be afraid, but why am I still scared? Why am I such a coward and all of that? But he doesn't say that. He does not say that. Say, don't be afraid because it's not that big of a deal. He does not say don't be afraid because what is wrong with you. He also doesn't say don't be afraid because you should know better, and that be strong on your own. I mean, you are a big girl, handle this. You are just dramatizing it. Why are you overreacting? And you are so weak, don't be scared. And all kinds of things that we tell ourselves. He does not say it, so it's better that we shouldn't say it to ourselves either. And we should hear the fact that he says, be strong and courageous, don't be afraid, because I am with you. So everything that God requires of us, to be strong, to be courageous, to be everything that we are called to be as Christians, he acknowledges. He acknowledges the fact that he is our strength, not we ourselves. And he acknowledges, he himself says that without me you can do nothing. And he says that all things are possible with God. God bless you.